on ideas to agenda, intent to action. But at times in life, intent to action becomes difficult. We have all faced certain situations where nothing goes right and our mind goes blank. We choose different ways to come out of the situations. But what do we do when we face death? How do we tackle that? On July 15, 1999, in Kargil, Operation Vijay, a shell exploded at around 1.5 yards from this young major, 25-year-old at that time. When he was brought to hospital, he was declared dead initially. After amputation of one leg and removal of a couple of intestines and damages of multiple organs, he survived. Not just he survived, he refused to give up. After 1 year in hospital and after numerous training sessions, not just he stood up, he ran. And when he ran, he broke numerous records. So far, he has completed 20 half marathons. And just to give you a reference point for half marathon, I ran a half marathon in Bombay, and my timing was somewhere around 2 hours, 15 minutes. And my ranking was around 1,000 in half marathon category. This young man had a timing of 3 hours, 40 minutes in 2009 and 2 hours, 26 minutes in 2012. So you can imagine the kind of spirit this person has. In due course, he broke 2 Limca records. He opened up TCO, the Challenger ones, and he aspires to run full marathon as well as represent India in Olympics. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting story of unbreakable spirit, story of courage, story of miracle, presenting Major DP Singh. So.
Oops. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? Can we just reduce the volume? Volume, it'll echo like this. So, मेरे को कम चाहिए. I'll be moving up and down in my pitch. Reduce a bit more. थोड़ा सा कम और. Hello? Yes? You know, I was actually supposed to reach here at 4:15, and it was something like मैं बड़ा उदास बैठा हुआ था. You seen that? Some this sort of ads are there, you know, and जिंदगी बड़ी नीरस थी कि शाम को पहुंचना है, बोरिंग था. फिर सडनली एक चैलेंज आया, गाड़ी नहीं आई. So, and actually, the situation was so that I could have gone into, you know, tense mode. My God, such a big problem. How will I arrive there, you know, in time? But then these type of things actually wakes me up. So if I am awakened, if I am alive, I want you guys to please reply back in some josh. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. Very good. Now, whenever in life we face some such situations, some of us say, or rather most of us say, oh my God, what a big problem. How many of you actually say, oh my God, what a big challenge? Very good, very good. So, looking at any situation as a challenge or as a problem is in our hand. And I feel every such situation is given to achieve something and become something more better in life. Well, the biggest challenge which I got in my life, especially when we relate to our culture, thank you, is death. That's why I kept the name of today, my presentation is Death, Beginning of My Life. Actually, this death made me walk on a path where I started a life which is much more better and honorable than what I was living previously. But is it that easy to actually say that, my God, I have now a beautiful challenge in front of me and I will overcome it? Well, I feel the reason for not having most of us this opinion that any situation is not challenge but a problem because of our perceptions. Over a period of time in our life, we build our thoughts, we build our point of views, we build our perception with our experiences, right? A small kid doesn't differentiate between water and fire. It's only when he touches something hot, he comes to know, oh my God, this is something which I need not touch. Or it is very rarely that he touches on its own. The mother says, please beta, don't touch it. So most often, our perceptions are also not built by our own self. It is being driven, it is being given by others around us. And that is the reason why we sometimes feel that right in front of me, the situation is a big problem. Okay, before we proceed further, let me check what is the type of perception we are carrying at present and this moment. Because my idea of taking this half an hour from you is to share the other side of a coin. Life may not be what actually you are presuming it is. I'm going to show you a picture. You need to answer me what do you see in that picture. What did you see here? How many for skull? Okay, how many for anything else other than skull? Sorry? Sorry? X-ray. You said something, sir. Faces. Face of? Look at it again. You're somewhere nearby. Sorry. This is not a skull, ladies and gentlemen. This is a beautiful lady sitting here in front of vanity mirror. This is her image. But then why did we, all of us, so unanimously said that it's a skull? How many of you have actually hold a skull in your hand? Bio students might be, or somebody else. Only I can see 4, 5 of hands. But majority of hands were up when I asked, is it a skull? You said, yes. You haven't seen it. Then why? This is what I meant, perception. These are the thoughts given to you, either by pictures or by movie or by thoughts, that anything which is actually looking like, this shape is a skull. It may not be. Well, the biggest challenge which I faced in my life was when I was deployed in 1999 at line of control. How many of you remember which operation was that? What was the real name of operation? Kargil was a small hamlet. It's a hamlet, it is still there. And Kargil was the main focus area, but the operation was Operation Vijay. Operation Vijay was not just isolated to that Kargil area, it was spread out all over the line of control, and I was also deployed with my unit down somewhere in line of control. When the heavy enemy shelling was happening, and we were into all type of operations, firing, killing each other. When one day a mortar shell which is about 1.5 feet big, landed 1.5 meters away from me. It exploded, and all the splinters came to me. I could only dive down, but still the shrapnels cut me through, and there are many shrapnels which are kept as souvenir from the neighboring country inside my body, right? I was in a pool of blood. Have you seen that anar cracker? So the blood was oozing out like a fountain in the shape of that cracker, anar, right? Within fraction of seconds, I calmed off. It was my team who, without bothering about their own life, 4 of them picked me up, knowing very well that they are under enemy fire. But their aim was to save my life, to save life of their officer, their leader. And they picked me up on stretcher and crossed over to a rivulet which was flowing behind my post. To tell you, ladies and gentlemen, 1 out of the 4 was actually a non-swimmer. And it's later I came to know that he even slipped in between while crossing me over. But he was not bothered about his own life. This is the type of camaraderie in army we carry. When I reached hospital, doctor said, nothing left. It took me 2.5 hours to reach the nearest hospital. And when I reached there, I was taken as broad dead. But fortunately, there was in that small hospital of 1 doctor, 1 nurse, and 1 nursing assistant, a senior specialist anesthetic was on a special visit that day, available in that hospital. He said, let me have a look. And anesthetics are specialized in reviving also. So he revived me, but not before he left me like a vegetative, totally shattered from bottom to up, numerous injuries. 25 years old young officer with 1 year of service who had seen plans and had planned for next 10 years that I will do this and that and whatnot, was actually lying on a hospital bed as a disabled. 1 leg less and various other injuries. In this situation, what do you say? Destiny? You couldn't have done something else here. So ultimately you have to accept that yes, there is something known as destiny which brought me here. But I say that yes, there is always a destiny which plays a role in your life, but the last control of your life is in your hand. Whether you want to keep on lying there like a disabled or stand on your feet back and walk proudly. I chose the second way. Well, to overcome my physical injuries, the most important part, in fact, for anything in life, the most important thing is not your ability, it's your attitude. And attitude in army, the best way to develop attitude is sports arena. We heavily depend upon sports and games to build attitude of people and officers and jawans, which is somehow is very sad that nowadays young kids, the sports fields, the games are missing other than, right? So I chose to go back to sports. I started off with golf. Any golfers here? So sorry, sir, but I could not, cope up with the slow pace of that game. Well, but of course, I am thankful to golf because that's how I could come back on my feet and, started walking long in the green pastures. What more do you need, right? From there, I graduated to the team games, basketball, volleyball, playing with my men, till one day when I got the opportunity to go back to Kargil again. This time for a marathon rally, Kargil to Kanyakumari, 2005, to commemorate the war heroes, their martyrdom, and spread the message of peace and education. I was one of the only fortunate officer who had suffered so many injuries there and got the opportunity to go back with a peace mission there. Well, I was very happy that I have overcome all my physical injuries, you know. Damn confident. But then, even tougher thing is emotional injuries. These bloody emotional things are, they are very tough. Physically, you can do anything. जहाँ पे सेंटी होने का मामला आता है वहाँ पे गड़बड़ हो जाती है. Well, unfortunately, I had to part away with my partner. She chose to go outside India, and I chose to stay here along with my son. It was very difficult, seriously. But then I am a fighter. I thought, let me use this opportunity to find my potential again, because it is the loser who seeks support of others. Fighters never, they don't. Well, again, going back to games arena, I thought, what do I do now? I was very passionate with the rally sports, right? I wanted to go for Raid Day Himalaya and Desert Storm, stuff like that. I'm sure you guys must have heard about it. These are the two toughest rally, international type of rally happens in India. But whenever I used to go to sponsors, because it's very costly, whenever I used to come to somebody like you sitting here, the business houses, so they used to look at this. All my injuries. वो मैं बोलता था कि हर तरफ है जख्म गहरा, ये सबने देखा, पर हंसता हुआ नूरानी चेहरा. Nobody could see that in spite of all these injuries, I can carry my smile still. To tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this picture is after 40 days of my injuries, and when I was having weight of only 28 kgs. I was shifted to Pune for my artificial limb fitment, and while admitting there, when they were checking my weight, even I was surprised and shocked. A guy 65 kg, at that time I was 65 kg, in a normal, healthy life, was, down to 28 kgs only. That too after 40 days of hospitalization. I don't know how many bottles of blood and pure protein was injected in my body after that. Well, and even the doctors were surprised that because I traveled from Delhi to Pune in train, second AC, so they were surprised that why didn't you come by air? I said, why? They said, you were on dangerously ill list. I said, I never found anything wrong with me. In fact, good that the train journey was so long and there was a beautiful lady sitting next to me drawing my pictures. Well, I'm thankful to all those who rejected me when I went to them for seeking sponsorship. Because, ladies and gentlemen, whenever you face rejection, I'm sure in your entrepreneurship and in your organizations, in your personal life, you must have faced many a time lot of rejections. But let me tell you, this rejection can only work as catalyst to find something new in you, provided you should not give up. And I, of course, chose not to give up. And I'm thankful to them because that is how I came to know, one day when I was going through the newspaper, an ad of Airtel Delhi Half Marathon 2009. Till then, I was not aware what is the distance of half marathon. How many of you are runner? There are 2, 3 I could meet just now. Half marathon is 21 kilometers. Marathon is 42 kilometers. So I thought, 21 kilometers running or covering the distance without a leg. If I do this, this would be the apt answer in form of action, not by speaking back and contesting. No, hum jhanda gaad denge yahi pe dharna singh and all that stuff. No, action should speak. I read the ad again and I found that it is mentioned that 3 hours, 30 minutes is the time maximum for which traffic regulations will be given and you can run freely. Post that, there will be no traffic restrictions, all restrictions will be removed. So now the point was that in 3.5 hours, I need to cover distance of 21 kilometers. But the challenge was three. The challenges were 2009 means from 99 to 2009, 10 years. For these 10 years, I had never ever walked more than 2-3 kilometers. Forget about running. So no stamina, no endurance of long distance running. And the most important challenge which I had, the most difficult type of challenge, I did not know how to run. I had learned how to stand back on my feet. I had learned walking with crutches first, then with my artificial leg. But I did not know how to run. For 10 years, I was actually finding out the answer that what is the way to run with an artificial leg. But that was the moment which gave me answer. When you are confident about doing something, even universe helps you. So I found a via media. I said, I can't run, not possible. Walking for 21 kilometers will take a lot of time. So there has to be some, increase in speed. So I did like this. A hop run type of a thing. Because the processes which, I'll show you that processes, is not meant for running. It's only meant for walking. So it was not supporting me anywhere. I was dragging the processes along with me. And I practiced, but I could not go more than 8 kilometers in practice. So on the final day, when I was supposed to stand in front of, on the start point, I was again double-minded. Should I go? And to tell you the truth, I had filled for 6-kilometer event also and 21-kilometer event also. So I took both the chest numbers and chose to go to that area and decide which one to go. When I got down of my car there, I saw many eyes again staring towards 1.5 leg guy. And I thanked them because they stared like that. I tore off the 6-kilometer event and I wore the 21K. I said, I'll do it. But the iota of doubt which still I was having because there was no practice was done away. I'm so thankful that I took birth on this beautiful Mother Earth, India. 2 old gentlemen, 70 plus, were standing on that start point. And I was surprised to see them there with 21K batch. I said, Uncle, aap? He said, Beta, hum bhi jayenge. I said, in case ye kar sakte hain, why can't I? And the beautiful thing which we have in our culture, I touched their feet, took their blessings. I'm getting emotional. And I said, nothing doing, not looking back. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the way I did my first half marathon. It took me 3 hours, 40 minutes. And this is the leg which I'm talking about. This is not meant for running. It's meant for walking. And this way, I became the first person in the history of India to attempt a half marathon on an artificial leg. Surprisingly, I did not know this, that nobody before me ran. I don't know why. इतना तो बड़ा मुश्किल काम नहीं था. I ran 3 half marathons like this. Each time improving 15 minutes in my timing. When army saw that there is something in this boy, and they gave me my first blade. This is the blade. I don't know why the name is kept blade. You can't even shave with it. I don't know. But that's what it is known as internationally. And Indian Army, the HR head, Adjutant General, he met me in golf course. Fortunately, in golf course only. He said, son, what can I do for you? I said, sir, if you can give me something, a running leg, perhaps I'll be able to do better. And he gifted me this. So I was, exuberant. Oh my God, now I got running leg, I can do any damn thing. But to tell you, technology only helps you. Ultimately, it is you who is supposed to do everything. You can't depend 100% on technology and leave it. कि ठीक है, गाड़ी अपने आप चलती रहेगी, आप सोते रहो. गूगल बनाने की कोशिश कर रहा है, but जब बनेगी पता नहीं. It was so damn difficult for me to practice with blade because while I was running, doing the hop run, at any given time, one of my leg was on ground. But when I'm running like this, I'm sure stage nahi tootega. At any given time, I'm in air. And when you practice on tar road, each step which you take, there are no cushions left now. All of you have cushions. Where? Ankle, knee, the ligaments, all these are cushions. And my cushions are not there. So each step actually used to give me a jerk from here to here to here. Each jerk used to be like somebody has banged you. Going for 2 kilometers was a difficult task. Anyway, I carried on. I reached 5 kilometers when I suddenly one day realized that some pain here in my chest. I thought maybe, change of weather. So chest congestion and all that stuff. I carried on, but the pain kept on increased, and it magnified so much that generally I don't take painkillers and all. But I used to take help of that Chota. You understand Chota? All of you, I'm sure. और rather छोटा नहीं पता होगा, बड़ा पता होगा. Patiala. So even that Chota has stopped working. At night when I used to sleep, I used to feel like somebody has stabbed me here. So I thought, let me check out my old X-ray. It might be one of the splinters. And actually, I realized that there is one 1-inch big shrapnel stuck here. Next day, I went to the doctor and I said, sir, can you just do a fresh X-ray? So somewhere in the third rib here, the old X-ray was showing shrapnel like this, and the new one was showing like this. So it has shifted down. खोखला ही तो है अंदर, खिसक गया. तो डॉक्टर साहब, yeah, we will open up, surgery होगा, खोल के निकाल देंगे. I said, come on, sir, hardly 40 days left, and I am running my first blade, and it's not me only, there are few more people who are looking up to me, whom I have motivated. They all are physically challenged, so I can't give up. So then I came back and I thought what to do. I said, if by running like this, my body is getting shaken up, right? That's how this splinter has shifted a bit. So why not shake up myself a bit more? And I carried on like that. I don't know where that splinter shifted, it settled, and thought of, ye banda to bekoof hai, thodo. And where that pain went off, I don't know. After a few days, again a new challenge. This time, I was the moment I got up early morning, I found myself, the whole room is revolving. I said, what is this? I might be tired, Next day again, I was finding the same situation. So, of course, I had to go to doctor again. So he said, something new. पता नहीं यार, मेरे को तो तब तक पता भी नहीं था वो होता क्या है. What? Vertigo. Oh, I'm sure you guys are well read. मेरे को मालूम नहीं था क्योंकि मेरे को हुआ नहीं था. So, and the doctor is again, I don't know why these I'm sure there's no doctor out here. You are? Sorry, sir. My apologies. Don't mind, but you always are very, cautious. यार तूने कुछ नहीं करना है, no exercise, no looking down, no bending, no swimming, no jumping. I said, sir, everything is no. Is there any yes? Yes, you should rest. Well, I came back and I updated my Facebook status. So this is what the challenge is. So one of my course mate, he writes back, you bugger, what is so difficult about it? If he is saying that don't look down, keep looking up and keep practicing. And to tell you, actually I did that, and after a few days, I don't know where that vertigo swiveled away. And that is how I could do my first blade run. But the possibility happened because this was not there. All the options which were given by the doctors, you don't do this, don't do that, was removed and done away. So if your aim in life is clear, कि मैंने ये करना ही करना है, तो ओ सब जो दाना डालते हैं, all these things are actually checking. Final exam से पहले जो टेस्ट होते हैं, all these are those tests. हमारे बच्चे भी ऐसी करते हैं ना, टेस्ट के बाद फाइनल एग्जाम होता है. In life, all these small challenges to break you are the tests, are the options given to you to confuse, to actually check that how confident are you towards your aim. And if you are, then you will succeed always. And I also did that. That's how in 2010 I did my first Blade Run, and people started calling me Blade Runner. And ladies and gentlemen, this became my second Limca record. And these are the men whom I spoke about. They were, they all participated and they completed their 5K walk. But this gentleman with the white beard is actually a double amputee. 65-year-old double amputee could do that. When you are behind something, when you have targeted something in your life, when you have made your focus clear, aim clear, as I already mentioned, there will be a lot of such small challenges given to you. In other words, problems given to you to break you, to stop you. Sometimes these problems are such which, maybe handling the government officials, finding a lot of licenses and stuff like that, which are not your focus area, which is not your passion. Your passion is to do something. But there are a lot of such bureaucracy which falls in between are undesired things which you have to pass through and carry on. You have to do. With me also the same thing happened. When I was running the Blade Run, the first Blade Run itself gave me such challenges to try to stop me. These are the injuries which I sustained. In India, we are not so, with the processes, making of processes, the technicians are not so qualified that they can make good limbs for doing extreme activities, adventurous activities. Walking is okay. So in my case, this thing, the socket which I am wearing, inside this is my stump. So it was not so well fitted, and even I was not aware that how well fitted it should be. So the gap had actually created a little bit of friction. And this friction, for 2 hours and 40 minutes, you try rubbing your hand for 2 minutes, you will realize how bad it is. For 2 hours, 40 minutes, these frictions have actually peeled off my skin. This is the blood socks which I removed. It was difficult even to remove the process because it was swollen. First time I was not aware. Second time I was fully aware that this will happen. But then I went ahead because I wanted to now find out that what is the way to overcome these challenges. Because I only can do that. I have taken this path, so let me not leave it here. Let me find out the answer so that others who are following have a comfortable life. This happened because I wanted to go out of comfort zone. Any such results can only be delivered when you are out of your comfort zone. And comfort zone is the area where such problems or such little challenges which you faces in your daily life, in your professional life, is the area where they are trying to push you back. कि बच्चे छोड़ ना, तुझे क्या पड़ी है यार, कोई और देख लेगा. But the moment you do that, you have failed. And that is what you don't have to. So just to show you the numbers, from 2009 to 2013, 3 hours 49 minutes was the first run which I did. And this is my best record till now, 2 hours 10 minutes. Sir, 5 मिनट ऊपर, 5 मिनट ऊपर। पहले अभी दोबारा से नीचे आ गया हूं मैं, so I have to regain the energy and go back there. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I wanted to actually convey is that whenever there is a storm in your life, just take it, that something beautiful is going to come up. The biggest storm which I faced was the injury or the death. Had I not faced that, I wouldn't have been standing here and talking to you. Had those people not rejected me, I wouldn't have done the Airtel. All thing is important in your life to grow, to achieve something, to be a little more higher in your life. So next time, whenever you face any such situation, you should not say it's a problem. You should always say, wow, now it's a challenge and I'm going to grow a little more. Let me take it. Well, after this was the time to share. Now, this again is a very, funny thing among us. I have found that we are very choosy in sharing things, sharing knowledge. ज्ञान देने के लिए वो क्या बोलते हैं उसको, advice देने के लिए हम सब तैयार हैं. But whatever I have learned in my life, it is very difficult to part away with. We feel very insecure. But let me tell you, the more you share, you have heard that phrase, give and take. Have you ever thought that why give is in the first place and take it is in the second place? Why can't it be take and give? It is because the moment you give something unintentionally, purely, universe gives back to you manifold. Try learning this, try giving, try sharing. So I thought, let me start something by the name of the challenging one. People call a person like me as physically challenged, right? But I say I'm not physically challenged. I can give challenge to each one of you sitting here. I'm a challenger. So a group of challengers coming together are known as Challenging One. This is a group primarily now active on Facebook, and there are 700 plus amputees from all over India connected with me. And out of those 700, I am proudly sharing that 70 of them are so who have already participated. So from one DP Singh in 2009 to another, to so many in 2013, to so many in 2014, and to so many in 2015 who have done so many events, be it Mumbai, Guwahati, Goa, Chennai, Bangalore. Everywhere you will find people proudly brandishing their limbs and moving around in society. They have changed their perception toward themselves that we are not disable. We are rather the chosen ones who, in spite of not having a part of their body, can do a lot of things which normal people can't do. So we are the chosen ones. And when people look up to them, they feel that they don't deserve to be called as disable. Because disability is nothing but not attempting anything. One thing which helps to achieve anything in your life is dreaming, right? Oh, what did you see here? Huh? Back there? Nobody saw a skull? Yes. I wanted to check this, that how beautifully you can open up your mind. Let's see it again. Two kids. Now again, this is the same image, like a skull. But in just half an hour, what has this happened? Very good. Thank you so much. Visualization is something which helps you to achieve and overcome all these perceptual challenges which you have. Visualize, dream. Of course, only dreaming will not help. You need to put in a lot of hard work along with that. But dreaming is important. And let me tell you a a jukti, a gur, right? What is the best time to visualize? Anybody? I said best time. Sorry? Well, to tell you, now listen to this carefully. All these perceptions are in your subconscious mind. Subconscious mind only tells you that you need to scratch here without knowing. Subconscious mind only told you that this is a skull. So subconscious mind is the area where you need to feed. And feeding of subconscious mind only happens when it is alive. Because most of the time when you are awake, your conscious mind works. Right? Don't get confused कि conscious mind work तो फिर कैसे पता चलेगा कि scratch कहाँ करना है? The sudden reaction is something which comes out of subconscious mind. And perceptions are built up there. So the best time to visualize is when you are about to fall asleep. Because when you are about to fall asleep, you are about to go into the dream world. And your conscious mind is slowly going off, and your subconscious mind is slowly coming into the reality. So this mixture, this Godhuli ka time, Godhuli bolte हैं ना इसको, जब दिन और रात, this is the time when you visualize if you make this your habit, whatever you want will get built up here, and your actions will get motivated and channelized toward that side. Well, I also visualize that now let me grow a bit more and go towards the higher side. Not do wala higher side, mountains. So this is the high altitude run which I did in 2014 May. And I am happy to share that this is now my third Limca record. Only day before I got this certificate. So, finally I wanted to again share that please open up. There is always a second side of the coin. Do not get restricted with your perceptions. There are no limits. There are no limits. If something is helping you to achieve, it is you. And if somebody is stopping you to not achieve something, it is you. Nobody else. Ladies and gentlemen, I finish here. Thank you so much. These are my coordinates. And I am open for any type of questions. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Major Singh. You have redefined courage under fire and actually shown us what intent to action is. House is open for questions. Shipra. Can somebody please give a mic?
Me related to Milkha Singh? Yes, I am actually. In fact, all of us are related. वो पूर्वज हमारे सबके बंदर थे.
So, on the word visualizing, I was just visualizing that one day there will be a movie, the way we have a movie on Milkha Singh, depicting all your story and showing it to the entire youth and to the population.
Thank you so
the
much.
reason is the kind of positivity you bring to the audience and to the people. I wish we had more and more people like you who can impart the same spirit and positivity to the youth of India, because there's a lot of negativity happening these days. My question is very simple. Where do you drive your positivity and strength?
Sorry?
How do you get your positivity and strength? What is that one thing? Is it your family? Is it your religion? What is it? Like, how do you drive your strength?
Well,
your
I think
positivity?
I am lucky enough to got so many challenges in my life God was very kind to give all type of, can we just put it off? To give me all type of challenges. And, I believe the most beautiful thing in life is what? Oh. The most beautiful thing in life is what? Yes, sir. Most beautiful thing in life is? Living. Life itself. अभी 2 दिन पहले वो कौन था, धवन, his catch was dropped at 12 and 26 run and he made 100. So मेरा तो एक ही बार कैच ड्रॉप हुआ है. So why shouldn't I live life beautifully? So life itself is a big motivator, ma'am. And perforce, I have to keep on doing such things, despite the fact that every other day my injury, one part of the injury or other part of the injury, gets revived and creates some sort of a, keep fingering me. And if I don't use this automobile in me, तो वो जंग लग जाएगा, खड़ी हो जाएगी गाड़ी, धक्का मारना जरूरी है.
There must have been times when you have thought like, I'll give up. Must have faced those days also.
Yes, ma'am. It is. I would be actually, telling a big lie if I don't agree to this fact. Let me tell you, each one of us have one negative and one positive in us. भगवान और शैतान दोनों हमारे अंदर हैं. एंड दोनों के बीच में द्वंद्व, युद्ध हमेशा जारी है और दोनों एक दूसरे को हराना चाहते हैं. Shaitan are the different types of vices and challenges and difficulties and negativity, and Bhagwan is the positivity and happiness and all that thing. Now the fact is that maybe over a period of time I have learned that whenever I am towards the downside, how to bounce back in the shortest possible mean. It is very important that each one of us should stay there, like day and night and everything. थोड़ा ज़्यादा philosophical ज्ञान हो जाएगा. But the fact is that only thing which we need to learn is that how to bounce back as fast as possible, and that comes with practice. The more challenges, so I should look for, the more challenges I have, the more practice I will do, the more practice I will do, the more easy for me to stay positive.
Thank you, Major Singh. Thank you, Shipra. We'll take one last question. There's one person at the back.
Sir, you are a fighter and survivor, motivator, inspirator for the entire nation rather.
Thank you, ma'am.
Your way of getting straight into audience's head by the help of those mirror images was commendable.
Thank you,
Sir,
ma'am.
all salutes to you. You've given almost your everything to this country, to defense, for us. So my curiosity is, where is defense now into your life?
Sorry?
Where is defense, our army, into your life now? How is it helping you now?
Well, whatever I am today is just because of two things. One, I born as a Sikh. Not that I am, any type of a religion is good and bad and all that stuff. Please don't take me wrong. But the history of Sikh religion is full of martyrdom, martial, sacrifices. So the stories which I heard in my childhood has made me inclined towards going to army, right? And army is nothing but replication of the same. So they trained you. They train you for the same type of things. So if I am standing here, if I am able to do something, it's just because of those two things. Army is in me. I can get retired, I might be out, but मेरे अंदर से वो फौज नहीं निकल सकती. Day in and out, I carry that thing with pride. And if I am able to understand your question from the materialistic perspective, that how army is helping me, right?
Yes.
Right. So first thing, the biggest help is they already done to make me what I am, right? Second thing, as I already said, I had shown you that picture, that first blade in this country was given to me by army, you know. Third thing, that anywhere and everywhere, if I look for support, and I, undoubtedly, blindly, if I can depend upon, it's army. For that matter, each one of us, tell me any one of you sitting here who will say that no, फौज के ऊपर मैं विश्वास नहीं कर सकता हूँ, कोई दूसरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन मेरे को ज़्यादा बेटर लगती है. Wherever there is a failure of any type of machinery, who wins? Why? वो भी तो हमारे जैसे ही लोग हैं, वो कोई अलग से थोड़ी आए हैं. आपके बीच में से ही आपके भाई बहन फ्रेंड्स होंगे. Why they are so? I think this is the biggest strength which I have, ma'am.
सर, आपको तो आर्मी ने पहली बार ये मौका गिफ्ट करके दिया. आप जैसे खुद अपने आप में एक पूरी बुक हैं और आप इतने लोगों को इंस्पायर कर रहे हैं, आप इतने लोगों की मदद कर रहे हैं जो डिसेबल्ड हैं. हमने अभी देखा जो इतने लोग दौड़ पा रहे हैं, तो वो ये पूरा प्रोसेस, ये सागा कैसे चल रही है? इज इट एडेड?
See, this is not the charter of army. That इसके बीच में वो मेरे को हेल्प, मैंने ना उनसे कोई चीज़ मांगी ना. आई थिंक देयर इज समथिंग विच आई कैन आस्क फ्रॉम देम. क्या मांगूं आप बताओ, मांग के देख लेते हो, अगर दे देंगे तो फिर यस होगा आंसर.
जो इतने सारे लोगों को आपने मदद की है, ये
मैम, all these amputees, majority of them of course are youngsters. I have not done anything to them. Let me tell you, मैंने ना उनको कोई ज्ञान दिया, ना खड़ा होकर लेक्चर दिया, कुछ नहीं किया मैंने. I have only shown on ground that see, I am able to do it. Why don't you also try? तो वो जो अंदर फायर सबके होती है जीने की, each one of us sitting here is highly positive and aspire to become good in life, great in life. Whether all these amputees are being restricted and held up by not themselves. Most often they are being done so by the society and people around them, their relatives, their parents, and so I have only given them an idea. Why don't you try once? Let me hold your hand, we will do it together. So once they finish that 5 km run and they say, you know what is the beautiful, till now, any comment, the most beautiful comment which I got, I went to Chennai for 10K and one of the boy, I made him complete that 10K, we were holding hand and running together. In the end he said, sir, when you were holding hand and motivating me or pushing me, I was thinking like my father is holding my hand. I don't think anything better, a comment I can get. So I'm just sharing that possibility है यार, करके देखो. और उन्होंने किया and they found it possible. So that's how
आपकी
they've grown.
इंस्पिरेशन से अभी रिसेंटली इंदौर मैराथन में भी 16,000 लोग दौड़े.
Sorry?
Ma'am, we
Just
would-
because of your inspiration, you were coming. This time recently 16,000 people ran in Indore Marathon also. I'm a marathoner myself.
Wonderful.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Major Singh. We are running a little short of time. Thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a good round of applause for him.
God bless you all. Take care of your health. Take care of your health. God bless.